Hello, it is Sheena here with Sheena Strong. We are doing another episode of, this is episode 3 of Strengthening Exercises for Healing. And today, yesterday I was having a really good day and I felt good. And ironically, we talked about chronic invisible illnesses. Well, today is a day when I am not feeling well. And so doing anything other than a body repositioning exercise and stretching is rather difficult. So right now I need to remember that I am more than my body. And so we're just going to do some breathing and a meditation exercise today. I wanted to bring you something, and I'm going to try to work to calm my nervous system so it reduces some of the chronic pain and the pain that I have today, and hopefully it reduces some inflammation. You'll notice there's some construction work going on in the background. I apologize if that's distracting, but let's keep in mind that when we are working with meditation and finding that quiet space, we need to be able to do that no matter where we're at, whether we're sitting at our desk at work, if we're in school, if we're sitting in stuck in rush hour traffic, whatever that is. You need to be able to find that place to be able to bring your body to that space of calm, as quick as you can. That's particularly important, especially if you suffer from a pain condition. Oftentimes accompanying a pain condition are anxiety disorders, and I hate the word disorder because that anxiety is a natural reaction to your system not being okay, and you're picking up on that. So yesterday on Facebook, a friend of mine put it out there to, she was reminding herself that she's more than her, her body, that despite whatever ails her, she can get up and go. She still has a focus, a drive, a purpose, and I agree with that. So today we're going to work a little bit on fostering that when we are not feeling our greatest, like me today. All right, so go ahead and sit up straight. I'm in a cross-legged position today, so I have my left leg on top of my right leg. That's how I was taught to do it. And then you put your right leg on top of the left. Otherwise, you can sit in a chair. Make sure your knees and your toes face the same direction. You may also sit with your legs outstretched if you would like. So if you want to sit up nice and tall, with your legs outstretched, just make sure you're up in that position and your toes point up. Okay? All right. So let's do a lengthening exercise and some breathing, and we're going to do some positive affirmations, all right? So right now, all I'd like you to do is just close your eyes and start to get calm. With your eyes closed, I want you just to gently let your gaze rest on the tip of your nose. You let your chin drop down toward your shoulders. I want you to pay attention to your environment around you right now. What's going on? Is somebody mowing the lawn next door to you? Is there construction going on in the background? Do you hear traffic? Birds? Wind? The sound of my voice? The sounds coming from the video? Just take it all in and notice it. Just notice it and let it pass. Allow your body to sit up nice and tall. Pull your shoulders back so you're opening up your chest. Tuck your chin in. Good. Now right here we're going to do what's called a little bit of biofeedback. I want you to pay attention to how you're feeling right now. How's your breathing? Is it fast? Is it slow? How is your pulse? Is it racing? Is it calm? And then bring your mind to any areas of pain in your body. And just sit for a moment with that pain. Just recognize it. Know it's there. And now let your mind move on to a thought. Something that's been consuming you today. 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. So we should fill them with good ones, like affirmations, to tell us how we believe we are. Because what we tell ourselves, we become. And so this is important. And I believe it helps. And I want to share this with you. And if you already know about this stuff, which many, many, many of you people do, it's ancient healing and it's modern integrative medicine. But you can join me in this simple meditation. All right. Pay attention to body position, though. Shoulders back. Chin tucked down slightly. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let your eyes sit closed. You're sitting now with that most dominant thought you've been thinking about. Perhaps it's a bill you need to pay, a friend you need to call, paperwork you need to fill out, something adulting. Maybe it's a disagreement you had with somebody. Whatever it is, I want you to bring that to your mind, to the forefront. Sit with those feelings and emotions that come with it for a moment. Now just let it go. Allow your body to relax. Start to slow your breathing down. Long, deep inhales. And then powerful, strong exhales. Long, deep inhales. Powerful, strong exhales. Now, as we go about this breathing and visualization, you may notice thoughts that creep into your mind, all of the things that we just talked about, physical symptoms, things that are bothering you and on your mind. And what I want you to do is just pretend there's a conveyor belt. They come in, you recognize them, you look at them neutrally, and you just let them pass on by. And then you bring your focus back to your breath. So anytime a thought comes into your mind, bring your mind back to your breath. And maybe you're like, Shena, thoughts come into my mind all the time. I can't sit still and be quiet. Okay? Then just let them all go. Put them in a box on a conveyor belt. Box them up if you need to. That's what I use for my visualization. Write a label on them if they're important. Send them down the conveyor belt. Okay? And to some of you, that might sound funny, but it does work, okay? So again, and the same goes for outside distractions. You can notice them, but then just bring your attention back to your breath, okay? Always back to your breathing. And in those moments in your breathing, you're gonna find what's called the gap, where all of a sudden you're gonna realize that your mind wasn't thinking about anything. And that's when you're really, the healing is really excellent for your nervous system. And you may not get there right away, and that's okay. It's going to take some time. This is a learned practice. There's such a thing called muscle memory. It's just like driving. That's a muscle memory and a mind memory. You know, have you ever noticed sometimes when you're going somewhere, you'll leave your house and you'll take the path you normally take to work when that's not the way you're going? It's very similar with this. So you're going to be training your body to find that space. And you can do this type of work once you have learned it and start to practice it anywhere to calm your nervous system, deal with panic attacks, alleviate pain the best you can, alleviate any mental anguish or nervousness. You know, perhaps you have to give a presentation at work and you need to remain calm. You need to run to that bathroom and sit in a stall and do some deep breathing for a few minutes, okay? All right. I've been yammering on, but I have a lot to share about this because I really believe in the benefits of using your breath and controlling your breath. And I find it's very beneficial in those times when to move or to do any form of physical activity creates a dull ache and searing pain in my body and extreme uncomfortableness. So this helps. All right. For like the 5th time now, sit up tall, get your body alignment, tuck your chin in, pull your shoulders back. Good. Let your palms just rest on your knees. And go ahead and turn them upright towards the ceiling. And again, just pay attention to your breath. Your eyes are closed. Your gaze is gently fixed on the tip of your nose. I want you to take a nice deep breath. Remember that deep belly breathing where you breathe like an opera singer. If you need to, go ahead and put your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your abdomen, and that'll help you focus on your breath during this exercise, okay? All right, so you're gonna inhale deep. Feel your hand rise as you fill that belly with air. Good, just like a big balloon. Pull that breath up all the way up to the top of your head. Imagine pulling that up. When it reaches the top, hold it there. And then exhale, keeping the spine lengthened and pushing that breath down every single vertebrae, squeezing the belly button to the spine. And again, inhale up. Hold it at the top. And then exhale out through your nose. Two more deep conscious breaths. Just pay attention to the rising of your stomach and the falling of it. You might hear the banging in the back. Pay attention to it and bring your focus back to your breath. Good. If you feel you need to, leave your hands in position. Otherwise, let them fall to your lap, palms up. You should feel a little bit calmer now. Keep your eyes closed. All of this you can do with your eyes closed. I will guide you through it. Okay. Inhale deeply. And what we're going to work with today are just some I am statements. I am worthy. I am enough. I am an image of perfect health. I am worthy. I am enough. I am an image of perfect health. I am worthy. I am enough. I am an image of perfect health. So we're going to say this to ourselves. You can say it out loud if you'd like. You can say it in your mind. Obviously, if you're sitting in your desk at work, you're going to want to say it in your mind. Okay? All right. So either if you need to bring your focus back to your breath and to your statement, this I am statement is going to fill your mind. And positive affirmations should be an I am statement. This goes back to 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. And it is also true that what we think about, we bring about. And you may already notice about that, whether good or bad, and often what we fear most often happens because we're thinking about it all the time. And that fear causes anxiety. And so we need to break that chain because all of those also increase pain levels and exacerbate any underlying medical conditions that you have. It's stress, okay? And even if you don't feel worthy, even if you don't feel enough, even if you are not an image of perfect health, you are still going to say that because what you're doing is you're impressing upon your subconscious an image of what you consider your best version of yourself to be. Okay? And that's my segue into this. All right, up nice and tall, palms facing up. Let them backs of your hands gently rest at your knees. Tuck your elbows in at your sides. Very good. Excellent. All right. Now what I'd like you to do is just take a nice deep inhale. Hold that breath in at the top. And now I'd like you to bring a pleasant thought in your mind. Something that makes you feel good. Maybe it was a good conversation with a friend you had today that made you smile. Maybe a stranger held open the door for you when you had your hands full. Whatever it may be, or maybe it was something you witnessed somebody else doing for someone. Think about an act of kindness, a moment of joy that you already had today. If you didn't have one today, recall one of the times your heart felt at joy and you felt good. Perhaps if you're really dealing with a lot of pain today, bring to mind a day when you felt good and you did activity and your soul felt full and you were mindful and in the moment. Okay, get that feeling in your mind. Good. And as you take in these deep breaths, I want you to inhale through the nose. Let that belly fill up with air. Keep that spine lengthened. Bring that breath all the way up. Exhale, push it down. And then inhale. And as you do, allow that feeling of joy, of bliss that you have, that image of health, allow that to fill your mind, allow that breath to fill your cells and your body. Push it into all of the spaces of your body. Good. Feel that feeling and keep breathing deep. Just resting with the feeling for a moment as you breathe. Your eyes are closed or slightly open, fixating on the tip of your nose. Any distractions, you're just allowing them to be noticed. And then you're bringing your attention right back to your breath. Inhaling deep. Pulling that breath all the way up as you lengthen and straighten your spine. You want to feel like the top of your head's pulling up toward the ceiling. Let your chin drop into your chest. And as you let that breath fall down every single vertebrae of your spine, squeezing it out. Okay. Now we're going to impress upon our subconscious with that mindful image in our minds of one of the best versions of ourselves, what you would like to become, where you're headed, what your goals are set for. I want you to view that image. And no matter where you are, if you're in a cancer journey, if you're in a chronic pain journey, if you're in the middle of a shit show life journey that really sucks, I want you to keep in mind that vision of where you're headed, okay? Like there are no obstacles. So as we say these affirmations, keep that in mind, okay? That vision. And hold in your cells that feeling that we called in, that feeling of joy, of peace, of understanding, okay? All right. So now on the in-breath, we're going to say the I am statement. And on the out-breath, we're going to say what it is that we are. Okay? So here we go. Body positioning. I want you to inhale deep. And as you do, I want you to say in your mind, I am. You can also say it out loud too. And then hold it at the top of your head. Bring to mind that feeling of joy, of bliss, of something good. Bring in mind what it's going to look like when you achieve your goal, your dream, or what it is, that best version of yourself. And then exhale, and I want you to speak the words worthy. So holding that vision and feeling, you're going to inhale. I am. Exhale, worthy. Pay no mind to the drill going in the background. Let that pass by. Bring your focus back to your breath and your mantra and your gaze on the tip of your nose. Inhale. I am. Exhale, worthy. Inhale deep, pull that breath all the way up. I am. Exhale, push it down every vertebrae. Worthy. And again, breathe in. I am. Worthy. Good. Now let's focus a little bit on loving ourselves. That's important. So let's put your left hand over your heart, your right hand on top of it. And what we are going to say this time is, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Say it and mean it and believe it. Here we go. Inhale deep. I am. And as you exhale, push that breath on every vertebrae. Enough. All right, now this time, inhale. Breathe in deep. Breath into your heart. I am. And now as you exhale, I want you to do a heart massage. You're just going to move your hands in a circular position over your heart. Enough. Good. And stop that movement. Take a deep breath in. I am enough. Massage the heart, reminding you to love yourself. And stop that movement. Breathe in deep again. And now this time go the opposite direction on the heart massage. So I am enough. And again, breathe in deep. I am. Massage. Enough. Okay, good. Let your hands drop to your knees again. Just relax. Bring your attention back to your breath. Any sounds or noises you notice, just let them pass on by. Stay focused on that feeling in your body right now. And now what we're going to do is, I am perfect health. I may have said I am an image of perfect health or I am perfect health. I'm not sure which. I use both, but I'm just going to keep it short. So I am perfect health. Now I want you to keep an image in your mind what that is. For to me today, it is being without pain. It is being without the fog that's associated with it today. I don't really know the best way to describe it. I mean, it's kind of like, in a way, having like what a hangover is, that grogginess, or coming out of anesthetic and, or getting some dental work done and coming out, you don't feel quite on your mark. So I want to have my image of health be mental clarity. I want it to be a pain-free migraine experience. And I also want the pain in my spine and my upper back to go away. So my image right now would be for me to be sitting here without all of those symptoms. Me to be doing the stretching exercises today instead of it hurting to pull my arms above my head, okay? So I have to be patient with myself there. That's why we're breathing, okay? And an image of perfect health for me is also being patient with my body. So I'm going to grasp all those images in my mind. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to breathe. And as I do, I'm just going to take a moment to focus on any aches or pains, anything that's hurting. And as I do, as I breathe in, I'm just going to push my breath into that area. So I'm going to imagine I'm breathing that breath right into that space and filling it with healing, filling it with that image of health, filling it with that image of clarity, filling it with that best version of myself when I am emotionally and physically at the top of my game, and how I envision that. And perhaps I'm envisioning an activity with it too. So I'm holding that in that space. Good. And then as you exhale, what you're doing is you're going to imagine all that pain flowing away from your body. You can imagine all of that stress or anxiety caused by the pain or by something that's been eating at you, an event that happened, or something somebody said at you, or something you did that's been bugging you. Just exhale, and as you do, just let that all wash away. Move on out. You're going to inhale. Fill it with the thoughts of what it's going to look like and feel like when you have this difficult moment or situation you've resolved, when you're going to feel at peace, when you're going to something you did. Maybe you missed a deadline, and so you're going to make that phone call to see if you can still submit your paper, or, okay? You're going to have that moment of braveness. And you're going to also get that image in your mind of that perfect health. So you're inhaling deep, mind, body, spirit. Let any thoughts in your mind that are troubling, like for me, I'm being bothered by not having the amount of clarity I wish that mind fog was gone. So I'm thinking about how sharp I can be and focused on tasks. When my mind is clear, that's an image of health. And feeling what it feels like on days when I have a day that I'm not paying attention to the pain in my back, instead of a day-to-day when I'm focusing on it and exasperating it. Okay? So what you think about, you bring about. So distracting the mind from that pain. I get that image of perfect health where I'm doing yoga, I'm walking the dogs, I'm on the treadmill, I'm hiking, I'm working a full day. Life is freaking amazing. I'm going out and hanging out with some friends, I'm going to a concert, I'm going out to eat and a movie. And I don't have to be down in bed for 2 to 3 days afterwards. An image of health. I can vision myself doing all these things day after day after day after day. I also envision myself free of cancer, having clean scans. So any images of perfect health that you can pull into mind, okay? Mental or physical. All right. So let's get ready to do that breathing again. And with all of those feelings that you just brought to mind of what it feels like to be good and whole and mind, body, and spirit, and able to be present and fully doing whatever task you need to with ease, okay? Without pain, right? You have that in mind. And that is going to today be your image of perfect health. And our mantra here in this last bit of this session is, I am perfect health. I am perfect health. So sit up tall one last time. If you're sitting cross-legged, ladies, left leg on top of the right. Men, right leg on top of the left. You may sit in a chair also if you'd like. Make sure your knees and your toes face the same direction. Pull your shoulders back. Tuck your elbows into your sides. Put your palms upward. Let them gently rest in your lap. Let your chin fall down into your chest as your spine lengthens. I want you to fixate your gaze right here on right between your two eyebrows. That's your third eye. Breathe up into that space and then exhale. And as you do, let your gaze gently drop to your nose. Focus on your breath. Be mindful of your body position. Hold this good feeling in your body as you join me in saying, on the in-breath, I am. And on the exhale, perfect health. On the in-breath, I am. And on the out-breath, perfect health. Good. Stay focused on that breathing. I am perfect health. Keep keep that body positioning, spine lengthened, elbows tucked in at your sides, palms up, chin tucked in. Belly fills with air. You bring that breath all the way up as you say, I am. And as you exhale, get that picture in your mind of what it is. Squeeze the belly button to the spine. Perfect health. I am perfect health. I am perfect health. Good. Now let your body just gently relax. Our mantras today were, I am worthy, I am enough, I am perfect health. We did that deep belly breathing that we work on every time. I focus on that every time I do a presentation. Anytime I teach a class, anytime I do private instruction, it's really important. And you want to be mindful. And any time throughout your day that you need to, just bring your focus back to your breath. You can do that breathing anywhere, watching TV, driving your car, sitting at your desk, okay? And it calms your nervous system. It's almost like a reset. Okay. That was nice. It was like our builder back here was quiet during our vision of perfect health. So hold that with you today. Thanks for joining me. Again, be sure that you're contacting your doctor before you're doing any of these exercises. And work on that positive mindset. Work on staying in the moment. I feel better now. I hope you do too. Okay? And be sure you check the links below or check in the description here. I have Shena Strong yoga mats, and you can order one of those. So as we're doing our practice, you can utilize that. So thank you today for joining me for a mindfulness practice and a little bit of biofeedback work on strengthening exercises for healing with Shena Strong. Okay, I feel like there was something else I wanted to say today, but I'm not sure. But this was fun. I feel better. I hope you do too. And I also have a Facebook page. You can follow Shena Strong. I'll post some of these links down below. I have my creator page on Coffee. That's ko-fi/Shena Strong. And Shena only has one E, okay? My first name is spelled like the Scottish and the Irish spell Shena, which is one E. But anyway, cool yoga mats on the shenastrong.org page. Okay, it's Shena Collins here with episode 3 of Strengthening Exercises for Healing. And thanks for working with me today to reset your nervous system, work with some positive affirmations, and hopefully I gave you something good to focus on today to fill your mindset with. Take care, my friends. Mwah. Peace, love, joy, all of that. Namaste, my friends. Until we see each other next time. Shena Collins, Shena Strong, signing off.